Are you tired of tossing and turning in the middle of the night? Now you don't have to. With the lightweight, almost indestructible, lo-fi controllable temperature fan of impressiveness, or Little Cream Pie for short, you don't have to worry about overheating in the middle of the night. The Little Cream Pie has everything you might want in a fan. 3 DHT11 sensors to track the temperature, 2 NPN transistors to control the current coming from the 12-volt power supply. And controlling that is the microcontroller inside. I've got an Arduino Uno. And loaded up on it is some code. That's the real interesting stuff, and it's really how it makes the whole thing work. So let's take a look, and I'll show you what's up. And see what's happening behind the scenes. As you can tell, I'm using a DHT library. You have some inputs you can put in to customize the fan to your liking. There are 3 modes: digital, analog, and custom. First, let's take a look at the analog one. Depending on the temperature, we map it to different values, and that value is put in through pin 3, our fan pin. And then we delay some time to allow our DHT sensors to reset. The digital version is very similar. Again, we map from our starting and our peak to different values. This time, we only use high and low, depending on the values that the temperature sensors read. This changes the duty cycle. Lastly, we have a custom version. This version communicates with the processing code. It reads what the processing code outputs, either a 1 or a 0. It will either turn the fan on 100% or turn it off. I'll show you more what I mean in the processing window. Here's our processing code. Again, there is customability. We can select our units as Fahrenheit or Celsius. By simply changing the 0 to a 1 and this F to a C, everything will be displayed in Celsius. If units is set to 0, we convert the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. We display our text, and then the code repeats. Here, we have a special event. If the mouse is pressed, it switches the G from a 0 to a 1, or a 1 to a 0. This is then relayed back to the Arduino. And that's about it. It's simple as that. Now let's see it in action.